Wisdom Seeker. Imagine stumbling upon a giant hill in the wilds of Azerbaijan, only to realize it's not a hill at all, but a tomb older than the pyramids. What secrets sleep beneath these silent earth mounds? For millennia, the Kurgans have kept their secrets, untouched, forgotten, almost erased by time. But inside lies the story of a vanished civilization, fierce warriors, lost rituals, and a mystery so old, even locals barely dare to speak its name. But what was so dangerous about this place? That it had to be buried forever? Tonight, we unlock the tomb, if you dare to follow. Wisdom Seeker. Every legend begins with a whisper. For generations, villagers in this remote part of Azerbaijan told stories of a hill that swallowed the living. Shepherds vanished. Animals refused to graze near it. Children dared each other to climb it at dusk, but never after dark. In 2023, a team of archaeologists arrived, not to chase stories, but to find the truth. They came armed with ground-penetrating radar, pickaxes, shovels, and a stubborn curiosity that refused to heed local warnings. The scans revealed something impossible: a stone-lined tunnel beneath the mound, sloping downward, as if inviting, or luring, intruders inside. They gathered at the mouth of the passage, each step forward echoing across centuries. You can almost feel the weight of time, Wisdom Seeker, pressing down as you crawl into darkness for the first time in 4,000 years. Inside, the air is damp and cold, thick with the scent of earth and something older, a memory, almost. Every breath stirs dust that hasn't moved since before history itself. The walls are close, carved with lines that shimmer under torchlight. Suddenly, a glint in the shadows, something gold, something waiting. Is it the treasure of a forgotten king, or a warning left for anyone bold enough to disturb the sleep of the dead? When the dust cleared, what lay before them was no ordinary grave. Curled upon itself, as if protecting secrets even in death, was a skeleton clad in fragments of armor. Bronze scales, still gleaming after millennia. Gold earrings, a torque around the neck, rings on skeletal fingers, signs of wealth, of status, or of a ritual too important for words. Who was this? Wisdom Seeker? A warlord? A priest? An exile? The chamber's walls, barely visible, were painted with symbols and animal shapes. Wolves, horses, fire. The language was lost, but the story echoed. Here was someone both feared and revered. But the tomb's secrets ran deeper. In alcoves around the chamber, they found offerings. Pottery from distant lands, beads of lapis from mountains hundreds of miles away, and an obsidian dagger with a hilt styled like a bird of prey. This was no local hero. The connection stretched across continents. But why such riches, such effort, for a single burial? And why did no one ever return to claim them? Did superstition guard this grave, or a curse? The team uncovered a pattern: broken animal bones, scorched earth, and evidence of ritual sacrifice. But what could bring so many, from so far, to honor, or perhaps to imprison, the one who lay within this mound? As the archaeologists pieced together clues, a new picture began to emerge. The style of burial, the objects, the rituals, all hinted at the Scythians, legendary horse lords whose dominion once stretched from Europe's edge to Mongolia's mountains. But there was a twist. Among the bones was evidence of a woman, interred with weapons, a sword, a bow, and an arrowhead lodged between her ribs. In ancient Scythian lore, some women rose as warriors, even leaders, myth and reality entwined. Was this a queen, a shaman, or a figure outcast by her own people? Or did this Kurgan hold the remains of a vanquished rival, honored in death as a warning to others? No inscription named her. The secrets were held tight by soil and silence. But the world she ruled, if only for a moment, was swept away. Plagues, wars, shifting climates, all conspired to erase her people from memory. And so, her tomb was left untouched, by fear, by respect, or by fate. Wisdom Seeker. What became of these vanished people? Did they vanish, or do their descendants walk among us, unknowing heirs to a forgotten queen. Just as the team reached the heart of the mound, the earth rebelled. Walls shuddered, stones shifted. For a moment, it seemed the Kurgan would collapse, sealing its story for another age. Amidst the chaos, one researcher glimpsed something odd. A stone slab inscribed with unfamiliar markings, half buried in debris. Risking all, they dug it out and staggered into the daylight. The tablet was smooth, obsidian dark, covered in symbols no one could read. Was this a curse? A spell to ward off thieves? Or a plea for remembrance, carved by trembling hands in the last moments before burial? To this day, the inscription has defied translation, but the story doesn't end here. Locals whisper that on stormy nights, wind moans through the grass atop the Kurgan, and those who listen closely hear names, voices, old songs carried from a forgotten world. Perhaps the Kurgan is not just a tomb, but a beacon, a warning, or a promise that the past is never truly buried. The hidden Kurgan of Azerbaijan remains sealed, its dead undisturbed, its story unfinished. What treasures, what curses, what wisdom still sleep beneath the earth, waiting for the next seeker brave enough to dig? If you crave more untold secrets and ancient enigmas, join me on the next trail. What would you risk to uncover the truth? The past is never truly buried, wisdom seeker. Which hidden story should we unearth next? Tell me in the comments, and step boldly until our trails cross again.